He let his guard down for just 1 second, and it nearly cost everyone in the car their lives. The vehicle ahead of them suddenly exploded. As a top-tier bodyguard, he froze in shock, unresponsive no matter how loudly the others shouted. Killers swarmed from the front, unleashing gunfire. Bullets tore through the car, hitting passengers one after another. Anne's scream finally snapped him back to reality. He sprang into action, climbed into the driver's seat, and shoved the dead driver aside. Just as he was about to speed off, he saw someone charging toward them with an RPG. Jack threw the car in reverse, flooring it as the attackers fired. By sheer luck, he dodged the rocket, but the explosion behind them turned other vehicles into a blockade, cutting off their escape. Another RPG was already being loaded. With no time to think, he shifted gears, not backward but forward, and slammed on the gas. The car plowed through the man with the launcher. Just as he cleared that danger, 2 Jeeps closed in from front and rear. He shouted for everyone to buckle up, then slammed the car into reverse and rammed the Jeep behind them. That left only the one ahead. It was racing toward them. Jack's eyes hardened. He was ready to risk everything. He floored the accelerator, smashing head-on into the Jeep. Thanks to their seatbelts, the passengers suffered only minor injuries. Grabbing a sidearm from a fallen guard, Jack leapt out, gunned down the last 2 attackers in quick succession, then spun around to see that 2 people from the car had vanished. Jason, the elite bodyguard, had lived up to his reputation, but President Steve noticed something chilling. Every attacker had once been one of his own men. Someone wanted him dead. Realizing more enemies would be on the way, Jason quickly gathered whatever weapons he could and led Anne to safety. She had only come to interview Steve, but Jason wanted nothing to do with their political war. The two reached a relatively secure spot. Jason used a satellite phone to call his friend Will, the man who had assigned him this mission. After hearing the situation, Will locked onto Jason's location and told him to find the nearest clearing. A helicopter would come to extract them. Wasting no time, Jason guided Anne to an open patch of ground. Soon after Jason radioed their position, they heard the roar of rotor blades. But instead of a rescue, 2 men jumped out in full combat gear, advancing quickly with semi-automatic rifles. Realizing they weren't allies, Jason grabbed Anne's arm. "Run!"